You ain't telling me a thing. Dennis, I'm going to skip over you and get to Steve because he's been keeping us company. Steve, your comments because you are the now generation.
Well, I've been playing music for many, many years on the radio. But for Turntable, one of the things that strike me, the refreshing voice of Marie Garth. I mean, that intro, every time I play it, it's like I was there. It was so rich. Now, Winston and Merritone is an institution, as we all know. But more importantly for me, a lot of sound system, they have their following. You'd say, boy, you used to follow X sound, I used to follow Y sound. You follow Merritone from then till now. There's no change, there's no letting go. You're always a part of Merritone. So that is, how great the family and Winston was. And I always love to get the troops on either side of the cheek. No, double cheek. Yeah, so just before I finish, when I used to live in South Florida, there was a club called the Hungry Whale. And Merritone would always come there. Waggity used to play there, and Merritone will always come as a guest. And believe you me, when Merritone came there, man, it was very, very fulfilling. So respect to the great Winston, Merritone Blake, and the whole Merritone family.
Well, thank you very much. Good to hear from you, Steve. Bunny's anxious.
One thing is Merritone dance up till this day. You never hear a man shoot or stab a man in a Merritone dance. The people them always orderly and good behavior. You ever hear of a man ever fight in a Merritone dance? Never.
On the last one, when we keep, a guy was trying to show off. 3 months in pocket was full of money.
Oh, Featherman was an idiot, man. But Winston of the uptown, downtown crowd, if you come from the ghetto when you're in a Merritone thing, you're forced to behave. You understand?
But I'll tell you something. 1 minute before I go. This live at the turntable, we'd have to keep it two night, not follow up. But in the next month, we keep it this month, and the next month we have to keep another one. Because Tyrone was very strict, No girl wear setter, the girl them used to wear their setter and thing, and they couldn't come in. So I said, no, we don't want that. So they have to go home and whatever, and couldn't come back. But what happened? The place was so full from outer Reddy's Road, we couldn't hold people, so we'd have to do the show 2 times. And it was very nice.
All right, so in our closing remarks, Dennis.
It is my pleasure. Always an honor to be a part of the Merritone family. And we have a thing called reggae music, which we give thanks for and should always love and respect.
Well, as we come to a close here on this very historic date, let us not forget it. Just 2 days after we had the homegoing for Winston Merritone Blake, I know them well, and I always say, they're not heavy, they're my brothers. They're not heavy, they're my brothers. So I'd like to thank you all for this opportunity, and I'm pretty sure, absolutely sure, that today, tomorrow, 20, 25, 30 years on, we'll still be talking about them. Trevor is a stalwart. He led that crew right through after his father's passing. He took them through, then Winston took the blades, and then each of them had their own respective duties to look after. You're talking about the way they would dress, the attire. That was very, very important to the whole setting of the Merritone gathering, right? Having done that,
Winston took it to the world.
Winston took it to the world. He is the face of... He not... Resting, he's resting.
Rest in peace. And I'm going to be remembered forever, because generation from generation going to hear about Winston. I'm going to come like Bob Marley. It's going to take the same face in it.
That's an appropriate song and an appropriate note on which to end our little chit-chat today. I was so very glad that I was asked to be a part of this, and we have to say a special thank you initially to Marie Garth who was in on this on the night, as also Alan Magnus. Marie, of course, you know, is over in Fort Lauderdale, and Alan Magnus is still on the good old airwaves. Don Toppin has retired, and he's in Orlando. Yes, he is.
As I said, like most Marie God could make the show. Because we think Ado Claude must have gone and die. Die and gone. They say a lot of things about him. But if never Claude show do, because the heap of people that land from the road, from the Dungareddy's road, from the strip come up, Marie God couldn't come up. When he come up with the car, she get out of it, she couldn't go upstairs. It's one man named Claude must have to take a loudspeaker and put up in the air to make Marie God and Alan Magnus go up there. Then lift up Marie God and carry straight up.
All right, what a note to end on. Thank you very much. It's been our pleasure. And let me tell you something. Merritone memories are forever. Merritone memories forever. Thank you all, and have a very, very prospective future. Thank you. My pleasure.
I was listening to